Hello, my dear students. How are you all? Hope you all are keeping fine. In the next class, we have learned from page number 23 and 24. The name of our chapter was The Ant and Amabel. So today, we will start reading from page number 25 and 26. Please, all of you, look at your book and follow the lines. Let's start. Amabel pressed all the buttons at once, and instantly she saw on the cushion by her side a silver tray with vanilla ice, boiled chicken and white sauce, almonds, peppermint cream and mashed potato, and a tall glass of lemonade. Beside the tray was a book. So after entering the tray, there was a buttons. So Amabel at once she pressed all the buttons, and she saw that on the side of the cushion there was a silver tray along with vanilla ice, boiled chicken and white sauce, lemons, peppermint cream, smashed potato and lemonade. So on the other side of the tray there was a book. And just as Amabel finished the last spoonful of ice and reached the last full stop of the book, the train stopped and hundreds of railway officials in white velvet shouted, "Where you want to go to? Get off here." Then as soon as Amabel was about to finish the last spoonful of ice and was about to reach the last full stop of the book, the train stopped and the hundreds of railway officials wearing a white velvet shouted, "Where you want to go to? You can get off here." A smiling porter opened the door. There was a porter with a smiling face. He opened the door. "Now," he said to her, "come on out, Miss Amabel, unless you want to go to where you don't want to go to." He asked to the Amabel, "Miss Amabel, unless you want to go to where you want to go to." She hurried out onto the platform and saw ahead of her a crowd. She hurried out onto the platform. She came out from the train to hurry into the platform, and she saw a crowd ahead of her. "What's all that?" she shouted. "What's all that?" she asked the friendly porter. She asked to the porter, "What's all that?" It's the mayor, dear Miss Amabel," he said. The porter said to Amabel that it's a mayor. Mayor means a person who is elected as head of the city or town and is responsible for its government. Now, the mayor bowed low to her and said, "Welcome, dear Amabel. We know you meant to please your aunt. It's not your fault that you didn't know you should ask permission before you touch others people's things." So the mayor bowed before her, bent forward to greet and show respect. The mayor bowed before her and said, "Welcome, dear Amabel. We know you meant to please your aunt. We know that you want to please you were trying to please your aunt, but it is not your fault that you didn't know or you should ask permission before you touch others' things. That is not your fault." "Oh, but," said Amabel, quite confused, "I did." But Amabel was quiet and she was confused what to say, but she did. But a band started to play and drowned her words. The instruments of the band were all of silver and the man's clothes of white leather. When she was saying all that, the musician, the instruments of the band drowned her words, means her words were not able to hear because of the instruments of the band were all silvers, and the instruments of the band were all silvers, made of silvers, and their clothes were white leather. There was a flower show and a concert. In the platform where she entered, there she saw there was a flower show and a concert. There was also a grand dining grand dinner with thousands of guests in Amabel's honor. There were so many people, there was a grand dinner, and thousands of guests were there to honor her. Soon the shout went up, "Speech, speech!" and those thousands of guests, they were shouting to hear the speech. Amabel began, "Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to make a speech. I just want to say thank you, and to say, to say, to say." She stopped and a happy crowd cheered. When Amabel started to say, "Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to make a speech. I just want to say thank you," she said only that word and she wanted to continue, but she couldn't say. Just she said to say, to say, to say. After that, she could not continue. Then to say. She stopped and a happy crowd cheered. The crowd started to cheer again, to say, to say. Then she went on as the cheers died down. She tried to say again and again, but the cheers came down. That I should have thought. She thought that I have to think. I should have thought what I had to say. But I did want to please Auntie. It's all so mixed. Oh, I wish Auntie was here. She said, "I should have thought, but I did want to please Auntie. It's all so mixed. Oh, I wish Auntie was here." She was saying that she wanted to see her auntie there. She wished her auntie should be there. And instantly, Auntie was there, very tall and quite nice looking in a very elegant dress. Her aunt was there in a crowd looking very tall, quite nice looking and with a beautiful dress. "Speech!" cried the crowd. "Speech from Auntie." Then all of them, they started to shout they want to listen the speech of her auntie. Auntie stood beside Amabel and said, "I think perhaps I was hasty, and I think Amabel meant to please me, but those flowers were meant for the winter. Well, I was annoyed. I'm sorry." Her auntie said, "I think I was really rude to her, and I think Amabel meant only to please me, but those flowers were meant for the winter only. Well, I was not in a good mood. I was annoyed. For that, I'm so sorry." "Oh, Auntie, so am I," cried Amabel. Even Amabel said, "Even I am also sorry, Auntie." So, and the two began to hug each other on the ivory step while the crowd cheered. Both of them, they started to hug to each other, and then the crowds gathering there, they shouted and they cheered there. And when it grew late and the stars were out, Amabel fell asleep in her aunt's arms beside a fountain on a marble terrace where white peacocks came to drink. As the day went, soon it became night. Stars were out. Amabel fell asleep in her aunt's arms beside a fountain, near a fountain on a marble terrace. There was a marble terrace, and where the peacocks used to come and drink. She woke up in a big bed with her aunt's arms still around her. When she woke up, she found a big bed where her aunt was holding her in her arms. "Amabel," she was saying. "Amabel." Her aunt was saying, "Amabel, Amabel." "Oh, Auntie," said Amabel sleepily. She was a bit sleepy again. "I'm so sorry, but I didn't mean to please you." I'm sure you meant to please me. Now come down to supper," said her aunt and smiled. Amabel said to her aunt that, "I'm sorry, but I did it to please you. I'm sorry, but I have done just to please you, just to make you happy." Then her aunt said, "I'm sure you meant to please me. Now come down to have supper." And the aunt smiled. Amabel looked around for the magical book, but it was nowhere. Later, Amabel She was searching for that magical book, but it was nowhere. So my dear students, please go through once again, read it again, the whole story. You will understand again. When you will read the chapters, you will know where are the words, and you have to know what is inside the chapter. So my dear students, take care. Thank you.